Jenna! Hey, I'm Deputy Fox with the Sheriff's Office. Yeah, she turned it down. Keep going! Go all the way to the intersection!
Deputy Butcher, you're going to have to speak loud because you no longer have a microphone in front of you. Who were you speaking to when you said go down to the intersection?
I was talking to the gentleman driving the white truck.
Jenna, I want to help you. Jenna, I'm with the Sheriff's Office. I want to help you.
Deputy Butcher, at this point, although it's hard for us to see because of the movement of the camera, was the defendant in between you and the taillights that we can see of the white truck?
I believe that she was off to what would be, when you look at the truck from this camera viewpoint, she was off to the left of the truck.
But she was not ahead of the truck, is that correct?
That is correct.
Hey, go all the way to the intersection. Go on traffic down there. I'll be fine. Go to the intersection and walk down there for me. Hey, Jenna. Hey, we're here to help you. Go to the intersection for me, sir. Jenna, I'm Deputy Marshal with the Sheriff's Office. I need you to put the machete down. He's just a bystander. He's here to help us. Okay, sir, go away, please.
Deputy Butcher, although it's kind of difficult to see, is this the pull-out area or concrete barrier area that you were referring to?
It is.
After she stopped running probably about a mile south of where my car is.
Now, Deputy Butcher, at this point, we just heard you indicate that she was about a mile south of where your vehicle was, correct?
That's correct.
Were you a mile south of your vehicle?
No, I was within a half mile to a mile northwest of my vehicle.
At a different point, do you say over dispatch or to the radio that she was running southbound?
I do.
And which way was she actually running?
She was actually running northwest.
Do you have some explanation for this?
I just lost my bearing of direction because it was a chaotic incident.
Do you sometimes have a hard time with directions in chaotic incidents like this?
Yes, I do.
Continuing to play.
Hey, Jenna, I need you to put the machete down. I want to help you. Are you Jenna? Okay, Jenna. Hey, you.
At this point, did you just hear Jenna affirm that she is Jenna?
Yes, I did.
Does that mean that she heard what you were telling her?
Yes.
I'm Deputy Marshal with the Sheriff's Office. Do you remember the other day at the crisis center? Do you remember when I gave you your machete or your thing back? You can trust me, okay? I want you to put. Okay, I'll stay here, but I want you to put the machete down. I want to help you. Hey, sir, go down to the intersection and stop that car, please.
Deputy Butcher, we just saw two red lights at the bottom of the frame. Can you tell us what that is?
Yes, that's the red light, for lack of a better term, dots from my taser.
And while you're here in the well, I can hear you just fine, so if you want to face the court, since the judge is the one who needs to hear the court reporter, please feel free to do so.
Okay.
I can hear him just fine.
Hey, Jenna. Jenna, I want to help you. I'm not going to shoot you, Jenna. I'm not going to shoot you. I want to help you. Okay, can you stop over here? I don't want you to get hit by a car. Jenna. 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 Put the machete down for me, please. Jenna. Slow down. Jenna. Go to the intersection for me, please, sir. Just stop them down there.
You testified earlier that you don't know if the driver, did you later learn that the driver's name was Kent Butters?
I still can't honestly answer that question because I've never met him, or I've been implied that that is his name, but I don't honestly know.
Then I'll just refer to him as the driver. At this point, is this what you were referring to earlier when you said you weren't sure if the driver could hear you?
Yes, it is.
Jenna, I need your help. Jenna. Hey, sir, go down to the intersection and stop them at the intersection, please. Keep going. We don't need your help. Just go away. Jenna. Jenna, come here. Jenna. Hey, Jenna. I need you to help me. Hey, Jenna, I'm Deputy Mott from the Sheriff's Office.
327, I'm still code 4.
Jenna, no! Jenna! Keep going!
Do you know why you yelled Jenna no at that point?
Yes, I was terrified at that point that she was gonna either hit the driver of the white truck or possibly injure or steal that vehicle that's oncoming into traffic, coming towards me at that point.
And is that vehicle that's oncoming towards you a civilian vehicle?
As far as I know, yes.
Going! Jenna! Keep going. Get out of here, please. Just go.
So at this point, with civilian vehicles and what you just described, had the situation now escalated in terms of danger to others?
Yes, it had.
We now see bright lights here on the left side of the screen. Is that a deputy's vehicle?
Yes, it is.
Look out! She's got a machete! She's got a machete! Jenna, I need you to put it down. Hey, Jenna, come here. Back up, Baser. Just give her space, dude. Jenna.
At this point, did you hear her call you cops?
I did not.
Going back a few seconds, if you listen carefully.
Just give her space, dude. Jenna.
Did you hear her refer to you as crooked cops?
I did not. I can't understand that.
Okay.
Intersection and stop traffic for us, please. Wait, hold on, Mason. Wait till she stops running. Go to the intersection, sir! Okay.
At this point, you've raised the taser. Are you planning to deploy the taser?
Yes, I am.
At this point, where is the white truck in relation to the lane?
The white truck is on the northwest lane of travel, to the right of the yellow line.
Have you seen him with emergency flashes on during this time?
I have.
Continuing to play Exhibit 3.
Don't move. machete down. We need an ambulance now. Code 3. Mason just got hit. Stop, Jenna. Turn around. No, Jenna.
What is the sound that we continue to hear, Deputy?
That is the sound of the taser being deployed.
Is it having the appropriate effect on her?
It has,
Let me rephrase the question. Is she complying?
she's not complying, no.
Stop. Do not touch that.
Did she continue to try to grab or hold the machete?
She did.
I got this. Deal with him. I got this. Roll over now. Put your hands behind your back. Yes, you can.
Why do you continue to use the taser, Deputy?
It's a chaotic event, and I still did not feel safe until I had her handcuffed.
And is she complying, rolling over as you've instructed her to?
I believe that she's attempting to, at some points.
At other points, is she still not?
Yeah, she still is not. There still is a machete that's, I would say, above her head.
Put your hands behind your back. Hey, do not move. You did. Don't move. Jenna, stop. Butcher, give me your other hand now. Give it to me. Don't move.
Deputy Botcher, once you had handcuffs on her, was the situation now in more control from your perspective?
Yes, it was.
Deputy Botcher, have you also reviewed body cam from Deputy Mazer as well as dash cam?
I have not reviewed dash cam, but I have reviewed his body cam one time.
I'm going to show you some video and ask you some questions based off of, first, Deputy Mazer's dash cam that has been admitted via stipulation in Exhibit 3. Okay, I'm going to skip ahead. Okay, Deputy Butcher, do you recognize this roadway?
Yes, I do.
Is that Bone Road?
It is.
We just saw it suddenly get brighter. Can you tell us what that was caused by, based on training and experience?
I believe from the camera, it's hard to tell. It could be the gentleman's headlights in the truck, or it could also be Deputy Mason turning on his seat lights.
Your Honor, it's okay for the witness to testify his observations, but the video speaks for itself, and he shouldn't be speculating on things. He If he saw something, he wants to fight the video, that's okay, he speculated. I move to strike the testimony.
Mr. Carter?
Your Honor, the state's asking based on his training experience if something that he sees is in accordance with that training experience. It's not speculation. If he doesn't know the answer, he can say so.
Overruled. You can ask your question again, Mr. Carter.
Okay, Deputy, I'm going to go back a few seconds, and I'd like you to watch and let me know if you can determine the cause for the light suddenly getting brighter. Can you determine the cause, Deputy?
Yes, I can. That beep that you hear in the video is Deputy Macer turning on some sort of light. I can't 100% say that it's his scene lights, but when you push that panel to the right of your driver's seat, it turned that beep that you hear in the video is him turning on a light.
Okay, now, it is currently paused at 2 minutes and 44 seconds on the video. We see the rear portion of a vehicle on the left side of the screen. Is that the white Dodge?
It is.
And we see a person in a white colored shirt, what appeared to be blue jeans or something of the sort. Is that the defendant, Jenna Holm?
It is.
We also see another vehicle facing the same direction of travel as Deputy Mazur's dash cam. Is that one of the civilian vehicles you spoke of earlier?
It is.
Do you see yourself in this at this time period?
I do.
Where are you?
From this viewpoint, I'm to the left of the civilian truck or vehicle that is in front of that vehicle.
Okay, continuing to play from 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Deputy Botcher, did you just see Jenna Holm raise the machete as she ran out of frame?
I did.
And is that you continuing to approach?
Yes, it is.
Is that Deputy Mazur now in front of the vehicle?
It is.
At the point that he's in front of the vehicle, is he fully illuminated with those scene lights?
Yes, he is.
Would that include his uniform?
Yes, it does.
The red dots we see on the road, is that still your taser?
Yes, it is.
Closing that video and opening, again from Exhibit 3, Deputy Mazur's body cam. I'm going to skip ahead a little. To 4 minutes and 54 seconds on the video. Deputy Mazur, did you see how the area of the steering wheel lit up?
Can you replay it for me, please?
Absolutely. Do you see the light and then the light passing?
Yes, I do.
Based on your review of this video, do you believe that that was the headlights for the white truck?
I do believe that.
Objection, no, that's speculative. He's just that doesn't require training experience, he's speculative. He's led by on direct examination to that conclusion.
I agree with that. It's speculative. If he doesn't know for sure, then it's speculative. Sustained.
Deputy Botcher, as the body cam exits the vehicle, do you see the white truck that you saw earlier in this camera view?
Yes, I do.
And would that have been headlights from that vehicle just a second before or a few seconds before?
It is possible, yes.
Just so I can speculative, Judge.
Sustained.
At this point, Deputy Botcher, how far would you say Deputy Mazur is from Jenna Holm, approximately, based on your training experience?
Like I said, in my report, I estimated at that time he was 8 to 10 feet.
Did you see the machete raised at Deputy Mazur?
I did not.
Going back a few seconds. Did you see the defendant, Jenna Holm, raise the machete at Deputy Mazur?
Objection, asked and answered. The video speaks for itself.
Well, he reviewed the video. I'm going to overrule that. He can answer now. This video.
Yes, I did.
Deputy Botcher, in that situation, based on your training and experience, what is an appropriate action of a deputy?
Based on training and experience at that point, it would be appropriate to use lethal force in this situation that Macer is currently in.
Why is that the case, Deputy Botcher?
In order to protect yourself and possibly others around.
Would you describe this as a life-threatening situation?
I would.
Objection, Your Honor. We're getting way past. We can all watch the video. His officer training experience. He's trying to use Deputy Botcher to speak for Deputy Major. We can see for Deputy Major's video camera. If he doesn't get into it, he can't crawl into the mind of Deputy Major.
Based upon his training and experience, all let the answer stand.
Continuing to play from 5 minutes and 6 seconds.
341, I want to go court 17.
Is that being broadcast over the radio that there's one at gunpoint as you testified earlier?
Yes, it is.
Stop. Yes, I will. Get up here and taser.
Sir, go to the intersection and stop traffic for us, please.
Watch the taser.
Deputy Butcher, we just heard a clang. Was that the sound of the machete hitting the truck as you testified earlier?
Objection leading. You can ask was Judge, he's direct examining from the video that we can watch. This witness doesn't need to be speculating. He doesn't know what it is. He's leading him to the conclusion.
If he knows what it is, he can testify.
He's already led to the answer, Your Honor. He's not going to say anything different.
Ask him a non-leading question, counsel.
Deputy Butcher, what is that sound we just heard? The metallic clang.
Can you replay the video for me, please? Just that second.
Certainly. Going back about 5 minutes, 40 seconds.
That was the sound of the machete hitting the truck.
Your Honor, can I have permission to ask questions in the name of objection? Deputy Botcher, how do you know that that was the sound of a machete hitting the truck?
I was at the scene and that is the sound that the machete made when it hit the truck.
So with all that wind and people who couldn't hear you as you're yelling forward, you were back at some distance, you could hear it and recognize that claim?
Yes, I could.
How far back were you?
Objection, Your Honor. There's no objection that's been stated. This is now 4 questions that were going on.
The question, maybe?
If there's an
Question,
objection,
yeah, let him go a little further, it's really more cross-examination than the objection. Go ahead.
Is it possible that it could have been something different?
No, it's not.
Why not? How can you rule that out?
That is the sound that it made when it happened.
So you saw the strike on the truck?
Yes, I did.
And you correlated it to Major's video at the time?
I did not correlate it to Mason's video. I saw that with my own eyes, and that is the sound that it made when it hit the truck.
Your Honor, I'm going to enter my objection. It's speculative. He did see something with his own eyes, and I appreciate that, but there's an attempt to correlate it.
Your Honor,
Finding any-
defense counsel,
Please finish.
Overruled, counsel. You can continue, Mr. Garber.
Deputy Butcher, you were there seeing events with your own eyes, correct?
Correct.
You were also hearing events with your own ears, correct?
Correct.
Have you testified in accordance with what you saw and heard that night?
Yes, I have.
Continuing at 5 minutes and 46 seconds.
Stop! No! Taser! Taser!
Deputy Butcher, you indicated earlier that when a person has been tased, it is the backup officer's job to then cuff that person while the first officer remains under power with the taser. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So at this point, would it be Deputy Major's duty to go forward and cuff Jenna Holm?
Yes, it would.
Deputy Butcher, on the left-hand side of the screen, we see some lights. Do you know what those lights are?
Those lights are the lights of Sergeant Randy Flagle's patrol vehicle.
Deputy Butcher, what just happened?
Deputy Mason was struck by Sergeant Flagle's patrol vehicle.
Did Deputy Major pass away as a result of this?
He did.
Deputy Butcher, you can return at this point to the witness stand.